What's going on, trolls? It's your boy Vinny the Villain here from the Council of Trolls to bring you another video. We're going to take a little bit of time just covering this little rumor that has come up recently about Ratchet and Clank. That's right, Ratchet and Clank possibly getting a sequel this generation on the PS4. Now, where does this come from, you might ask? Well, some of you may know someone by the name of Colin Moriarty. He used to be on IGN, then he went over to Kinda Funny Games, and now he's doing his own thing on YouTube, right? So, Colin, a few weeks ago, had stated that there was still a substantial PS4 exclusive yet to be announced, right? And since then, people have gone on to speculate what on earth could this game be. Well, it seems like we might actually have a bit of a better idea thanks to a recent podcast Colin had conducted where he stated that we haven't seen the last of Ratchet and Clank on the PS4. Now, at first when I heard this, I thought, well, maybe he misspoke, right? But another part of me just kind of kept in mind who Colin is, and Colin is a very intentional speaker, right? He's very precise, or at least tries to be, with how he speaks on things. So I don't think this was something that he meant to say like on the PlayStation, right? Like he really meant to say, oh, this isn't the last we've seen of Ratchet and Clank on the PlayStation. No, I definitely think he meant the PlayStation 4. So I just want to go on about how awesome that is. I never played Ratchet and Clank before the PS4, believe it or not. I knew it was a game, I mean, I knew it existed. I was just never really interested in the franchise, but when they came out with the remake of the first Ratchet and Clank, I fell in love with it, right? That game was really fun. The game was gorgeous. My concern with that type of game was I thought it might have been too easy, but I found like a good amount of difficulty to it to make me enjoy the game. Now, I just would love to be able to have another experience like that. We've heard that this other game might be coming from a second-party studio even, so this could be coming from Insomniac. Maybe they kind of divvied up their team when they were working on Spider-Man to begin production on Ratchet and Clank. You know, they already had the first one remade, so they had that engine, they had that foundation laid out to simply build on a second one. Now, assuming this is the case, it's just kind of hard for me to think of how does this fit in with everything. We still have 4 huge games to be dropped for the PS4. Days Gone, which is really right around the corner, Dreams, The Last of Us 2, and then Death Stranding. So now we're talking another big game. Not as big, you know, Ratchet and Clank isn't as big of a game as I would say The Last of Us is, or Death Stranding, but it still is a substantial game. That's a great way to describe it. But this is all really just kind of speculation at this point, of course. Maybe this is what they'll announce at a upcoming State of Play. I don't know how frequently they're going to be doing the State of Plays, but if they were going to announce that, that would be a really good setting to do that because State of Play is geared towards, of course, PlayStation fans. I mean, what event that they host is not geared towards PlayStation fans, right? But I could see them making that announcement on that platform. The first Ratchet and Clank did really well. It had an 85 Metacritic. It was Insomniac's, at least at that time, it was Insomniac's most successful game, at least sales-wise. I don't know if score-wise if that was the case. I think past Ratchet and Clank installments were about the same Metacritic, maybe a bit above, maybe a bit below, but I think it was just the best, you know, commercial success that they had with a game. Presumably Spider-Man has trumped that. I don't know if that's like been revealed or not, but you know, I could definitely see that trumping it. But Ratchet and Clank was nonetheless still overall, both commercially and critically, a success. So I would love for them to capitalize on that. I've always kind of had an interest in games like that. I really went in on Jak and Daxter. Seeing a new Jak and Daxter, I would flip out because I would want them to do the same thing with Jak and Daxter as they've done with kind of all those like PlayStation classics, Spyro, Crash, Ratchet and Clank. I would like to see them do that. I would really like for it to be a type of Ratchet and Clank or Shadow of the Colossus level type of remake, where it's from the ground up, kind of rebuilt for the next generation. That would be a really nice thing to see. But anyways, guys, I mean, that really just about does it. We'll have to wait and see what is going to be announced, if it's going to be announced, and when is it coming out, right? Maybe it could be coming out after the PS5 has been announced or is released, and it's still on both platforms, you know. So a lot remains to be seen. Be sure to hit that like button. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Do you even care that they're making another Ratchet and Clank game? I don't know. I am. Trust me, I am. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.